Oh, this is cool.
We get to learn about history? Nah, goated. This is insane. Stop.
Cool.
There's no way they're actually doing this.
Cool. This is very cool.
Stop.
Oh.
Gotta study up on this guy.
Is the photo of him rendered? You see what I'm saying?
No, I don't know.
Or is it an actual photo?
I think it's an actual photo.
I know, but the bokeh, the out of focus area on the symbols makes me. It feels a little fake. Like it makes me feel like it's rendered.
I don't know.
That would be crazy if they did. If they like modeled him and like, that would be wild.
It might have. His drum patterns laid the foundation not only for funk music, but also for much of hip hop. The details.
Thought you said something else.
Oh, no.
The details.
Oh, we gonna learn today.
Oh,
Florence
my God.
Mills. No way.
Very cool.
When I get home.
Dancer, singer, and... Do you want to read these or you want me to read them?
Yeah, no, sure. A dancer, singer, and a comedian. Florence Mills shot to stardom after her role in the hit 1921 Broadway musical Shuffle Along. An outspoken advocate of equal rights for black Americans, she was a powerful role model and broke numerous racial barriers.
Good stuff.
Wow. These are cool. I just want to read all these.
I know, straight up. We're going through this.
Oh, yeah, excellent. Josephine Baker was a firework, an entertainer, civil rights activist, and underground agent
Black
in the
African silhouette.
French resistance during World War II. She captivated audiences around the world. The first black woman to star in a major motion picture in 1927, she made a splash performing at the Folies Bergeret in Paris, sometimes accompanied by her pet cheetah.
Oh.
Josephine Baker, all right.
So cool, bro.
Very cool. Like Africans, LOL. A Trinidad-born American, Hazel Scott was a piano prodigy and virtuoso who received scholarships to study at Juilliard at the age 8.
That's wild.
She became an acclaimed jazz and classical pianist and vocalist through the 1930s and 1940s in New York nightclubs. The first black woman to have her own television show in America, she used her visibility to advocate for civil rights.
That's amazing. And the thing is, it's like this.
It's so unnecessary. They don't have to do any of this.
I know, but the thing is, I feel like, in a sense, if they're gonna tell the story of like Miles and what he is and how he loves music and stuff like that, it's a good opportunity for children to be like, hey, yeah, I know you like Miles, I understand the hip hop and like all that kind of stuff, but you have to understand where all those things come from.
The importance of representation and the
For sure.
legacy that like Miles is perpetuating, like that he's a part of. Like all of these people were important figures of representation for their communities to the greater population as a whole, just like Miles Morales is today. 100%. I wasn't even thinking about that.
Reach. And well, it's the thing of like music, it would not be where it is today if it wasn't for these people right here, because especially like jazz, all that kind of stuff of rhythm and blues, like all that started by African American people that a lot of times they didn't have any other way to express themselves other than through music and through all these different things and dance and stuff. So a lot of those people did the best of what they had and created so many beautiful things that we use today and don't even
not
really realize.
only did like these musicians create like the entire genres of music that we have today, but the popularization of those genres and that culture to the greater public as a whole is what like putting black faces in front of people, telling black stories in front of people makes you empathize with black people as people, see the community, you know what I mean? Like, and that sounds callous, but just because you might not have many relationships with African American people, you might not feel a tremendous amount of empathy for black communities. And these people being black faces, telling black stories in front of a predominantly white audience, humanized and legitimized African American culture and community in ways that had never been done before.
Insane.
I wonder if they have anything on Nat King Cole. Bro, tell me that trumpet is Miles Davis. Maybe. They definitely have Charlie Parker's trumpet, saxophone.
But after hearing about the robbery, I thought I'd better come check it out. From what I heard, that guy convinced himself all this stuff rightfully belonged to him.
Crazy what some people can convince themselves is true.
Now they preaching.
Are there any more? Did we read them all?
I think so.
Sad day.
Girl.
That was
This
good.
museum is fire. And so much music I want to go listen to now.
Yeah.
Right? Bro, it's so inspiring. Hey, you want to have breakfast tomorrow? I could tell you all my new music ideas.
Let's do it. I'm going to keep checking this out.
People jamming back there. I see you.
Yeah, this is just like a cool like venue.
I'm glad we did this
Yeah,
side mission. We would have missed this.
100%. We would have missed out if we hadn't.
Man.
Oh, this is the guy.
I heard you helped find the missing saxophone.
Yeah, I got to hold it. Bird coaxed miracles from that hunk.
Old head Eugene.
My dad was a big Charlie Parker fan. He'd be happy to know the sax is here for everyone to appreciate.
And maybe lead them back to the music.
Perfect clip
Music
opportunity. Yes.
Is magic.
There's more.
Oh yes, excellent.
Let's see. Langston Hughes.
Beautiful. Langston Hughes wrote poetry, plays, and novels, and was greatly influential during the Harlem Renaissance. He wrote for black people, about black people, in the style of a black art form, jazz. His words mimicked the swing, the rhythms, and the repetition of jazz. The Weary Blues by Langston Hughes.
And they have the whole thing.
Droning a drowsy syncopated tune, rocking back and forth to a mellow croon, I heard a Negro play. Down on Lenox Avenue the other night, by the pale, dull parlor of an old gas light, he did a lazy sway. He did a lazy sway. To the tune of those weary blues, with his ebony hands on each ivory key, he made that piano moan with he made that poor piano moan with melody. Oh, blues. Swaying to and fro on his rickety stool, he played that sad, raggy tune like a musical fool. Sweet blues. Coming from a black man's soul, oh, blues. In a deep song voice with a melancholy tone, I heard that Negro sing that old piano moan. Ain't got nobody in all this world, ain't got nobody but myself. Is gwine to quit my frowning and put my troubles on the shelf. Thump, 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 when his foot on the floor, he played a few chords, then he sang some more. I got the weary blues and I can't be satisfied. Got the weary blues and can't be satisfied. I ain't happy no more. And I wish that I had died. And far into the night he crooned that tune. The stars went out and so did the moon. The singer stopped playing and went to bed, while the weary blues echoed through his head. He slept like a rock, or a man that's dead.
And just even that of like storytelling and being able
Oh my God,
to
yes.
talk about all these different things that's going
100
it's like
and
insane.
talk about jazz as an expression of emotion that you can't convey with words. Oh man, this game is so goated. It's so funny that we're just like nerding out about.
Well, I didn't know that they were going to talk
parts of this
about
game.
all of this too.
Yeah, very cool.
Art and music can really make a difference in the world.
Claude McKay. Claude McKay was a Jamaican-American poet, novelist, intellectual, and political activist who became a central figure of the Harlem Renaissance in the 1920s. His poems celebrated Jamaican culture and pushed back against the racism he experienced when he came to America. Wow. It's so crazy that, like, in this game, they just gave you the experience of going to a really cool museum.
Yeah, like seriously.
Art exhibit.
Ay, we were hoping you'd be here. Oh, wow. Your mom is something else.
That she is.
Can you believe that guy pretended to be a donor and then robbed the place?
Yeah, that was crazy.
Thank God he didn't get away with it.
I agree. This stuff needs to be here. Not in some guy's penthouse where he's the only one who could see it.
Fuck your stuff. There's more. What's that? I just don't want to miss anything.
Yeah.
Okay. Evil businessman.
Gabriel Jones was an accomplished jazz trumpeter in 1930s Harlem who studied with Danny Drummer Bellman. The two remained friends and played music together before enlisting in Army intelligence during World War II. Bellman was held as a POW by the Nazis and valiantly gave his life while saving humanity from a Nazi virus. Okay, well, I think this is fictionalized now.
No, keep going.
Jones later served in the Korean War and served a long and distinguished career in S.H.I.E.L.D. Yeah, I got confused for a second. I was like, oh, this Gabriel Jones side sounds cool.
Well, I saw it because it was to stream Strategic Homeland.
Gotcha,
or
behind
whatever
them.
stuff, S.H.I.E.L.D., yeah.
Yeah.
So, which is fitting that I put that.
Yeah, hey. A lot of my favorite music is from black artists. I'll read that in just a second, Caleb.
Miles, she talks about you all the time.
Congratulations on the exhibit. I'm glad it all came together.
Thanks to your mom and Spider-Man, of course. Whew, this
Me.
neighborhood is blessed to have them both.
Cool.
This one suit right here on your right, the blue one with the tie, feels like a Doctor Who cameo. It's like almost identical to one of the Doctor's
Maybe.
costumes in Doctor Who. That would be crazy. A lot of my favorite music is from black artists, and I think people don't realize how much these people are responsible for the music we have today. Blues and jazz are such amazing genres, and lots of people think about Bing Crosby and Frank Sinatra, but the history behind it all and how it got to the big people we know today is much cooler to me. 100% Caleb.
Hey, Spider Cat.
It's the cat.
Hey, Miles.
We helped him in the first game.
Gotcha.
It was your tip that helped with the saxophone recovery.
Oh, not really. It was all ours, Spider-Man. The guy, not the cat.
Well, it was a community effort. Give your Spider-Man some ear scritches for me.
I will.
Ear scritches.
I appreciate it.
Oh, that scared me for a second. I thought
Oh,
that
we
was
dancing?
Spider Sense.
You gonna do a jig? Wait a minute.
We can dance? We can do a dance?
Oh, yeah.
That's funny.
What is this lady doing over here? Okay, whoa, chill out.
She's getting into it over
Yeah,
there.
I'm about to say, there's children here, man. You got another one?
Ah, this is it. This is the finale. Charlie Parker. The bebop.
Hey. And the music. Listen.
Basically, Bebop let musicians show off.
Saxophonist Charlie Parker,
MCs do.
also known as Bird.
Listen a little more closely.
Miles, I'm trying to read here. Saxophonist Charlie Parker, also known as Bird, helped develop the bebop style, which expanded the possibilities of jazz music by speeding up tempos, adding more complex chord progressions, and allowing for virtuosity and improvisation. Wow. That's him, that's the guy. We saved his saxophone.
Game of the year. I mean,
Looking around before
Game
they
of
come
the year,
flying
100%.
what more can I say? Mom.
Thank you all. Thank you so much. Angela told me the museum has a record number of new memberships.
Oh, that's great.
Okay?
Couldn't have done it without you, Ma.
Now hear me out. What if we really teamed up on the next one? I can get my own suit.
Ma,
Maybe algo con brillo.
stop it. Get out of here. Dance with me. Show me how to salsa.
Game of the year.
Almost if they don't have a Ray Charles exhibit. Honestly, I'm glad that they didn't. Just because I think sometimes like when people talk about like artists and like people, they only pick so many of them or whatever. And I feel like Ray Charles is a fantastic artist, did a lot for people or whatever, but I feel like in only constantly talking about him, you miss out on so many
It's
other
a bit
people.
more mainstream to like to demonstrate the diversity of how pervasive it was that these black artists really laid the foundation for these genres. It's, you know, not to just attribute it to one person.
Exactly.
100%. I get that.
Because I think what it does in that is it narrows it, and it's like, oh, it was only these couple of people, but really it wasn't. It was so many other people that came before, and you know, and
diverse. Game of the year.